Was this 169? Yeah. Wow. Welcome to Photo Share Discussion number 169, November 6th, 2016. The pre-election edition, I guess. So I guess we can vote on some images this week. So we got Simi from beautiful, sunny, dark Connecticut right now, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. down at his bunker in Connecticut, and Wes in his bunker in Florida.
Yep.
So, how's the weather down there, Wes? You guys still pretty warm?
Yeah, it's rainy, and it was warm, but it's cooled off.
Okay. Yeah, we had the furnace come on for the second time this morning, and we need some of your rain now. We haven't had any rain in weeks. I don't think we've have hardly anything since the 1st of October, which is a little unusual. Oh, you got snow on the ground up there yet?
No, it's been nice, really.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah, good. Yeah, all the leaves. You still have leaves color on the trees, or are they pretty much?
Yeah, we do. It's kind of more unicolor now.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few spots here and there.
Yeah. My parents sent us a picture of their yard, and they've got a big red maple in the yard, and I was like, oh, that's so beautiful. It was just brilliant red, and the neighbors' trees were gold and whatever. Great. We get some color down here, but nothing like
like New England, huh?
Nothing like East Coast, even the Midwest.
Midwest, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you get up in the hills of Wisconsin, Illinois, up in that area, and it's beautiful too. So I guess we can go up into the Blue Ridge Mountains, which isn't too far away. We can go up to Great Smoky Mountains National Park, which is 2.5, 3 hours away maybe, and some good color up there, but it still doesn't quite compare to Northeast. So, but good. So we jump into it. Any new equipment this week for anybody? Any new photography purchases?
Nope.
No?
Sold a bunch.
Okay, good. That's right. Yeah, you had a bunch of stuff posted on eBay. Did a lot of it get sold?
I'm about halfway through. I listed about 50 items, and
wow,
about half of them sold already.
And did you do buy it now for all of them?
Yeah, I did buy it now and make an offer. So a lot of stuff selling with offers.
Okay, good.
Which is fine. I kind of price things kind of up in the price things have been selling for.
Okay, so you did the buy it now at a little bit higher price, figuring if somebody bought it, you're going to do pretty well then, huh?
Right.
All right. So are you netting about what you thought you'd net overall, you think?
Yeah, doing good so far.
Good.
I'm happy with what I'm getting.
Good. Yeah, this is probably a good time of year. People are starting to think about stuff for the holidays, I would think.
Yeah.
So that's good. That's good. Hell yeah. Now is this going to the car down payment fund, or is this gonna go fund some new photography equipment when you're?
Yeah, some of both probably.
You split the difference.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. Yeah. Good. Well, good. Well, I'm glad the sales. I've sold a lot of stuff on eBay, but not a lot of photography equipment. But the stuff I have I've been really happy with the pricing and what I've netted out of the deal, the stuff that I've sold. So I think, and I bought some stuff, photography stuff off of eBay, and been happy as a buyer too. So
yeah, if you describe things well, and the person you're buying from has described things well, then it's a good experience usually.
Yeah. I think it's the key with anything. If you're selling or buying, you just got to know what you have and research it so you can either pay a fair price or sell it for a fair price. So, yeah, good. How about you, Sim? No photography equipment this week? No?
I'm done.
You're done?
Done for good.
Yeah. Well, you've purchased some stuff this year, so it's.
I'm making a new backpack though.
You are a new backpack?
Yeah, the one I have is kind of tight for the lens I have now. So.
Oh, okay. Now, did you have which one? You were talking about that, the one you had. What's the brand that you have now?
I have the Dakine one, and I have the little Amazon one that I first got. Yeah,
like Amazon Essentials or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. And you got a new one?
No,
Oh, okay. You are going to get one now?
I'm looking for one.
Okay. Specifically to fit the lens?
Yeah, it's hard to find. There's a couple. There's one I think that'll fit what I have now, but I'm used to the one that opens from the back.
Oh, okay.
So when you put it down, the straps don't get wet or dirty.
Yeah. So you got to find the same functionality with the larger size.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's so many camera backpacks out there, though. It's almost overwhelming. Do a search for camera bag on Amazon and just see, the 300,000 that you get. You type in camera bag. But, well, yeah. I would think you'd be able to
It's
find
difficult
it.
to shop for them online, too.
Yeah, a lot of YouTube videos.
Yeah. Just to kind of see how the lens fits into different backpacks.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard. It's not everybody has the same equipment, but you can kind of see the functionalities. You can kind of guess how much it'll hold.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for comfort though. The one I have now, it fits, but it's tight, and then there's a bridge that pokes right in my back now. So.
Not the most comfortable.
Yeah.
Kind of defeats the whole purpose of having a backpack in the first place. Probably.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Well, good. I'm doing zero photography purchases the rest of this year, I think. To do anything that might be next year, but I'm kind of in the car market. I'm still looking to. I've got to replace my my TDI finally. We finally got everything done with the buyback, so I should get what the actual offer is for the buyback amount, hopefully next week or two. So.
Cool.
You have a TD? No, you just have a.
Jetta.
Yeah. Okay. Not the diesel, right? Yeah.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. I like the car, but man, the buyback is almost not as much as I paid for it, but it's a really good offer. Having the car for 6 years, so I'm gonna take advantage of it. And I haven't found anything at VW other than maybe the GTI right now, and that's a little out of my
You gotta move up to the CC now.
Yeah. Man. I don't know. We'll see. There's been rumors swirling around that they're gonna, once they start actually doing the buybacks, that VW is gonna offer, some kind of loyalty bonus or something like that. So who knows? We'll see. But yeah, that's gonna take disposable income for the rest of the year probably, because I'm gonna try to make a purchase that'll last me the next 5 to 8 years at least, probably.
See if you can get free service on your next vehicle. I would take that.
Yeah. Well, I like the way they drive and everything like that. So I've talked to my local dealer a couple times, but I don't think they know exactly. Apparently VW hasn't come up with any money for dealers yet. So not directly at least, but they are getting money. VW is giving dealers compensation for their troubles with the buyback. So I guess once they get that, then they can decide whether they want to allocate that towards customer retention, I guess. So we'll see. It'll be interesting. But you've been posting quite a bit there, Sam. You got a lot of new images up there this week, so that's good.
I have been shooting almost every day. There's a ton I have still to edit.
Wow.
That's good.
It's better than me. I haven't shot anything. 2 weeks now, probably.
Yeah. I did. I went to the car show today, so that was my thing. But I didn't. It was that show is so packed now. I got there at a little bit before. No, I got there about 7:30. So the sun had been up for half an hour, and there were already 2,000 people there, probably. Just crazy.
Wow.
And I left at 9:30, and there was probably 4,000 or 5,000 people there. It was absolutely a few new cars, but a lot of the same. I hadn't been there in a few months, so I saw a lot of the same cars. There are a few new ones, but
things are just hard to shoot.
Yeah, there's so many people, and the way the the lot is positioned and the sun coming up, it just glares on most of the cars almost immediately as soon as the sun gets above, barely above the horizon, it seems like. So just getting that real harsh, low, sunlight just blasting in on things. But more just the number of people. There's just so many people that it's really hard to get a clean shot of a full car. It's almost impossible. But it's still, it's a great show. There's lots of cool cars and everything, but it's just so many people now that it gets to be a challenge with trying to get actual photographs, not just snapshots of the cars, I guess. So, but still fun to go to. Lots of money in those parking lots, that's for sure. I don't know how people afford the $100,000, multi-$100,000 new cars. There's a lot of more. I think it seems like the majority of the cars are newer. It seems like you get a lot of stuff in the last 5 or 6 years. It seems like so a lot of exotics and that type of stuff. But let me go into the pool here and see what we have. And any celebrating for the Cubs, World Series winners? Were you rooting for the Cubs, Tim?
I was. I stayed away till Game 7. I didn't want to jinx them, so.
Okay.
I got worried. I watched Game 7. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, I was surprised they made, not surprised. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised they made it to Game 7. I thought it was over when they took 2 out of 3 in Chicago. From it, I was like, oh no, it's over. But I'm glad they won. Either team winning was good overall, I guess. It's better than the Yankees and somebody that's been there a ton. So let me go ahead and I had a couple friends post pictures from the parade and stuff down. I guess they had like 5 million people down there, which is crazy. Yeah, that's a lot of people. So,
yeah, I saw an aerial shot of some big celebration they had. It was just like a sea of people. It was crazy.
Oh yeah, in Chicago, yeah, they had all of Grant Park, which is huge, and then it looked like literally the streets, all pretty much just a parade. I don't know. It sounds like they started around Wrigley Field, which is 5 or 6 miles north, and then went down, finished up in Grant Park, or whatever, and it looked like the streets were just lined all the way, which is pretty amazing. Chicago's a big area. There's maybe 8.5, 9 million people in the area, but to get about 5 million people to show up was pretty spectacular. That's a large percentage of the population. Just friends who were trying to get the
city down.
Oh yeah, pretty much. Friends who were trying to get down there, and they take Metra, the rail line. Have you been on that, Sim? You taking that when you're there? Yeah. And they're like, they waited. One guy waited an hour and a half to get out of the train station once he got down there. Mm-hmm. So it took so many people down there. But, they had a good time. I guess the weather was good, so it all ended up good. So go Cubbies, I guess. Pam is more of a White Sox fan, so she wasn't real interested. Yeah. Which I don't know how, but yeah, we lived there for 8 years, and I kind of maybe because I was more of a Cubs just because they were in the National League, so they played the Pirates and that type of thing. I think that's how I got on it. Let me go in and jump in here to the photos. See what we have here. We got the question. I was waiting for Joe to pop in here, but looks like your first image. Let me see if this is the last one from last week, right, Sim? This one?
Yes.
And then Joe asked the eternal question: what is it like in black and white? You obliged. Okay, now I want to look at this. Now this image, which is a great image, 800 views, 39 faves that you did last weekend.
That's correct.
And then you did the black and white version.
Yes.
7,900 views, 344 faves. So I guess that means people like black and white better.
I don't know what that means.
This is fantastic in black and white. It really is. Yeah, it's and I think it's because of the light and the textures, basically all the stuff that Joe was like, you got to do it in black and white because it's going to be really great.
Mm-hmm.
But no, this came out good. And did this get featured? Do you think?
Oh, it did, yeah.
So
Yeah, whatever that algorithm is, it hit it. So
yeah, and you've had a few of those lately, which has been fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
So you posted this. Did you post it the next day? I don't.
I think it was later in the evening, or it could have been the next day.
Okay, all right. So
I can't remember.
within about 24 hours of last week's show. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that came out. And how much fiddling around with the image did you do on the conversion? Did you how much time did you spend on the conversion? With adjusting things. Do you think?
About 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I just went back in the Lightroom and then did the black and white panel and adjusted the colors. I mean, it was mostly blues and some browns.
Okay.
And I just did it so that I got the same effect with the light.
Okay. Yep. No, it came out very good. And it's
the clouds were more dramatic.
The clouds are more dramatic. The hillside washes out a little bit, but that's fine. But what's interesting is I think that the lighthouse texture on the lighthouse is much more dramatic. The lighting on the houses themselves, I think, is better. It comes out, yeah, it just stands out. This whole section here stands out a lot more in black and white. With that, and then the water and everything.
The texture in the rocks, I think, pops out a lot better.
Yeah, the texture does pop more. Yeah, definitely. I mean, this whole area here is much more, and even all the way through. Yeah, it's just very, very cool. So, good job. That's awesome. Great image. And then this was Joe's redo. Oh, I guess this is the original. Yeah, the original crop of the image he did.
Yeah.
This one, I guess this is what he did.
Yeah, this other one had her shoes cropped out. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one he posted.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So this one, so he basically cropped it here, essentially, about halfway up. I don't know. Which one do you like better? I think I like this one better just because
it's closer in. Yeah.
It's closer into her. Yeah, it just draws your attention in.
Mm-hmm.
This one is more of a, I don't know, scenic. That's not the right word, but yeah, I mean it's nice, but there's some extra space up here. I haven't that gone, I think, and yeah, and the colors and everything. I think it just ends up being, for what it is, a model shot. This is. I think this is better, but it's interesting to see what he started off with. So you got the shadow right there, and of course that's completely gone. So yeah, it just draws more attention into the subject. Yeah, neat. It's interesting to see the changes in that one. All right. Go on to, okay, so this is the other one. Okay, so you went in and just kind of a rework of, you posted this other one last time, right? Last week? Yeah.
Nope.
No, you didn't? Okay.
Nope. No, this is a different one.
Okay.
This is like the at least for me, I think it's the best angle of the lighthouse. But the shrubs in front, they're like dead, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was kind of distracting. It's nice when there's flowers there, but they're like dead brown, and it's very obvious.
Yeah, this might be something to come back in like April.
Yeah.
April or May, probably.
So I did some effect in Photoshop that pointillized it or something, so it's not as obvious. They just stuck out as like dead weeds.
Yeah. Okay. Pay no attention to the weeds and the dead weeds in the front. But no, this is great because you got the bird near. Then I like this walk coming down. That's very nice. Now, have you posted an image of this at a different time of year, or is this the first time we've seen this scene?
Yeah, that's the first time for that particular scene.
But have you been here in the spring and photographed it with the flowers and everything, or?
I did when I was there before. There were a lot of other different distractions, mostly cars and people.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah. I guess given a choice of this in bloom with cars and people, or this without, I guess I would go with this one.
Yeah.
Well, you could Photoshop and fill that in, and you take the flowers from the other image, pop it on here. You put the sun over here.
Wait till it snows and then get that, and then take the flowers and put it on the snow.
Yeah, exactly.
Make people wonder.
What the hell kind of season is that? Yeah.
Those are the flowers that bloom all year round.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
This is wow. So that's actual. No, it's stone. I guess it almost looks like timbers. But I guess it is.
No, it's
Yeah.
I think that's the second oldest lighthouse in New England.
I was going to say it looks pretty old.
The first one is somewhere in Massachusetts.
Okay. So how old is this? Do you know? No.
Oh, no, offhand. It's old though.
Yeah, it looks old. It's neat. Since Joe's not here, I was like, I wonder what this would look like in black and white. Yeah, that's a neat one. Yeah, then you wouldn't have to worry if you converted this to black and white. Then you wouldn't have to worry about this being dead. I would get rid of that. But yeah, that's a neat. It'd be nice to have scenes like that around here.
Print the bill with that.
Oh, okay. So this is, I think we've seen this rock, but maybe not.
Nope.
No? Okay.
This is still at the Beaver Tail Lighthouse.
Okay. All right. So the lighthouse is up over this way then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's neat. For 11, give it a second. Look at that. 1,000. Yeah.
Yeah, the sun finally started to come up over the horizon, but it was cool because the clouds were acting like a big softbox.
Mm-hmm.
So I was getting the dramatic clouds, nice light.
Mm-hmm.
The waves were rushing. It was good. It was good morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, that looks like a great combination between the waves, the light, the reflection on the rocks here is great too. The water that got left behind.
Yeah, that was hard I had to take that shot several times. It was windy that day too, and I was looking for a classic the lighthouse and the reflection.
Oh, okay.
But none of the pools were still enough, so.
Okay, but it would be.
Another day.
Is it here?
No, you can't see the lighthouse from here. This is way further down.
Oh, okay. All right. But yeah, all right. Yeah, that's just the water was not still enough to actually get a good reflection where you could.
Yep.
That's about where you could get it. Yeah. But on the other hand, the wind and everything probably made the clouds more interesting.
It did, yeah.
Yeah, probably bunched up the clouds. So.
Really nice composition and everything.
Yeah.
I like this one a lot.
Yeah, no, this is very nice because here you got to me this is the main point of the scene. And it just kind of goes there like, yeah, it's very nice. F11, you said? Yeah. Everything's in focus all the way through.
Yeah, I've been working at 20 Miller to death the last few weeks.
Yeah, that's good. That's a great for this kind of scene, man. Yeah, it's a nice focal length. It gives you a nice wide angle. Now you've got a couple variations of this. So this is interesting.
Yep, all the same day, just different times. I got there before sunrise.
Okay.
So I got before, like right at sunrise, where it was still pretty blue because it hadn't come over the mountain yet, and then right here where it peaks over the mountain.
Okay. All right. So this is the latest one in the day, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it's interesting how the color changes dramatically. So you didn't do anything processing wise. It was just pretty much time of day.
Yeah, just enhance the colors a little bit, but it's pretty much.
But yeah, you didn't turn the sky from gold to blue or anything like that. Okay.
No, this is all in real time, basically.
Okay. That's cool. That
Typically, this is like it's one of those cliche shots of this particular location, and usually you see it. There's water coming over this.
Okay.
This is the upper part. Yeah, this is the upper part of the falls, and then you'll get another shot where you'll see the falls from down below.
Okay.
But there's again, I guess they're having the same kind of water problems in the Hudson Valley too. So.
Okay. All right. So not.
It was still nice though. It was nice to see the brick.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's a little different perspective on it. Nice. And this is a nice point of view on the sunrise.
Mm-hmm.
The mountains and kind of.
You see, there's still some color in the trees there, just starting to show.
A little bit there, yep, over here. Yeah, that's neat. So that's the latest right after sunrise. Okay, and we'll see the other two here.
I think I posted them to the group. I'm not sure.
I think you did. Yeah, I think there's. Yeah, you've got a couple more here. So this is this in the same area as that other one you did? Yeah.
Yeah, this is almost a similar pool, but it's down even further.
Okay.
Not that much further, but just a little further, and then looking in the opposite direction.
Okay. Whereas you were over there looking over this way before.
Yeah.
Okay. So about the same time. Yeah, the sky looks similar as far as colors and stuff. But yeah, this is a little wider what you use. Okay, yeah, 20 millimeter again. All right.
20 mil.
Yeah, neat colors in the rocks. And this is interesting. These colors probably change depending on time of day and light too. As far as at least what's represented to the camera, especially.
Like what's neat about this is that, especially either low tide or high tide, I mean, you could spend all day just shooting just the rock formations.
Mm-hmm. Now, was this high tide coming in? Do you think?
I believe it was high tide going out.
Okay. All right. So if you were low tide, then you could probably go down on these rocks, you think?
Yes.
Okay. There's probably a whole other, completely different view of things from down there.
Yeah, I got wet that day.
Oh, you did? Oh, that's right. Yeah. This is the one where you said you got splashed by the waves?
Yeah, and both phones got wet, yeah.
But not the camera.
No, not the camera. I was protecting that camera.
Been there, done that. and both phones are fine now, right?
Yeah.
Good. That's, yeah, salt water in general, and salt water in particular, is probably not good for electronics.
And luckily, the just being in my pants kind of absorbed most of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I just had to open them up, dry them off.
Yeah. It just got moist, not completely soaked. Yeah. Which helps. This is beautiful. I love shooting along the coast. That was when we were in Oregon last year. We had 3 days, 2.5 days along the coast. I'm like, man, I just need to come here for about a month. And just spend, a serious amount of time within about a 20-mile stretch, and I could be completely different scene every day. Just time of day, tide, high tide, low tide, weather, all that type of stuff. It's just amazing. And then there's do you follow Jim Nix? Does that guy ring a bell?
Name sounds familiar.
Yeah. What is
Does he
the
have
name of his blog? He's
no
on
Flickr?
Tex. Um, he does a lot of traveling, so you get a lot of shots of Europe. Nomadic Pursuits is his blog, or whatever. But I met him last year when we were in Texas. I met up with him, and he lives in the Austin area, and we went out and shot a little bit, and he was talking, and we were in Oregon last August, and then he was in the same area we were, except he was there in July, and he spent a whole week and a half there, where we spent 2 days. So he's like, "Yeah, you need to spend more than 2 days there." I'm like, "Yeah, I know." Crazy. He got shot at a lot of the same places I shot, but he had the luxury of being able to go back a couple different times. You know, be able to pick and
Yep.
choose a little bit. And makes all the difference.
It's always nice when you can go back.
Yeah, it really is. So yeah, this is great. Seaside. Okay, so here it is. So this is before the sun. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first shot.
Okay, so this is blue hour. Classic blue hour, pretty much. Just a little bit of gold, a little bit of color popping up over the top, but everything else is blue. And this is 32nd. Okay. Interesting.
Got some moon in the clouds, yeah.
Yeah. Almost looks like you took a paintbrush and just swiped across. Swiped the clouds across and blurred them out. That's great.
That's the other thing I need to get. I need to replace my old filter kit I used to have
Okay.
to go with the new stuff I have. I haven't done that, so
You're gonna get like neutral density filters.
yeah,
What do you use? What do you use typically right now? Which one do you use the most of? The most?
none. I use no filters.
At all?
No. So a lot of my stuff is either, even though the 750 dynamic range is great, I don't really even have to bracket that much. It has to be really severe
Yeah.
lighting conditions.
Okay.
And then I'll bracket, or you can do this whole, shoot, 500 or 100 shots and have Photoshop mean them and get the same kind of effect, but
Yeah.
it's a pain.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it ties up the computer, and you're sitting and doing more editing than you are. So
hmm Yeah, you spend all the time waiting for the computer to process stuff, pretty much. Yeah. Well, I think that's one thing I haven't used yet is any real ND filters. And I just find sometimes if you want to get a little bit longer shutter, that's might work, might be helpful in some cases.
Yep.
To kind of, especially like if you're in, but just want to get where you can show some motion, some time, longer shot, but it's just too bright outside. Sometimes there's just no way you can do it. So you got to knock it down a little bit. Only way to do that's with a ND filter, it seems like.
yeah, the Lee Big Stopper or one or the other. I'm deciding on who to go with.
Okay.
There's Lee, there's Format High Tech, and then there's Nisi I've been looking at.
Mm-hmm. Are they
They're all about the same price.
okay? So just a little different.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, color cast.
okay.
Some have it, some less.
Okay.
The Nisi seem to have the least amount of color cast, but people are saying it's not as like the 15 stop is really more like a 12 stop. So
Oh, okay.
it could be that's why it has to have so much color cast. But
Yeah. Yeah. And are you trying to get something down to like a 12 or 15? Is that kind of what you are thinking about? That far down?
oh yeah, I want to do the stuff that's when we get the crazy clouds out here,
Mm-hmm.
and so I can shoot it anytime, really.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the advantage of the filters. You can take advantage of pretty much any time of day, and get the longer exposure that you need. Yeah. So this is neat. Blue hour is cool. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Feeling tethered. Now this is okay. 50. It's pretty calm water, and that's look how still it is. Nice reflections out here.
Mhm.
This is great. And was this? Did you go black and white from the beginning?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because there was color in the sky. It was mostly all purple. It was a sunset, but there was nothing going on in the clouds. But
Okay.
uh, so I decided to just blow out the sky.
Yeah. And which puts the attention right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's neat. Yeah, I love those. I love those reflections. The mooring post, I guess, or is this like leftover from a pier or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
People
Yeah, the
used to be
white, the
here,
tops
yeah.
are washed out, weathered, and the bottoms aren't. So, yeah. Neat. What time of day was this? This sunset? Sunset?
It was probably around 5:30, 4:45, 5:45, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Five. Yeah. It says 5:55. Yeah.
5:55, yeah.
Speaking of, I'm not. It's 5:30 and it was dark here. I was kind of like, oh man,
Yeah.
Daylight savings time.
not used to
Whoa.
daylight saving going away. It was nice to get the extra hour of sleep this morning, but man, I don't. It's gonna take me a while to get used to it being dark early. You know. Yeah, that's neat. That's I love the kind of the curvature of the shoreline kind of wraps around, just kind of draws you right in. And this the mooring line for the boat or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got the line coming this way, the line going like that. Yeah, very nice. Oh, here's our. Oh, these colors are great. Once again, this is.
Yeah, and
Pose this person, or were they
and
there?
the thing is these rocks at this time when it's low tide,
Mm-hmm.
and until the sun is at like this particular angle, you can't see any color in the rocks really.
Okay.
It's like so dull, and unless they're wet or unless the sun's at a particular angle, it just looks like a bunch of blacks and grays and.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing. Yeah.
I mean, the person. This is at the spot I always go to in Madison,
Okay.
and unfortunately, with sunsets, there's always people there. So it's just I decided to use them to my advantage. There were a few that they were just not moving. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is one person in there. I mean, so it's. I think it adds. If you'd get, 3 or 4 people, it definitely would detract. But I mean, this definitely does.
yeah, she was reading, so it was interesting. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And yeah, the colors are great. Pictures. Yeah, you got all these orange and gray and blue. There's some white in there. Yeah, that's just neat. And 80% of the day, they don't look like that at all, probably.
that's correct.
Yeah, just a
I
particular.
have another one of where there's this one rock, and it's all tan colored. So it's an older one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you go by and look at it when the sun's up. It's like you can barely see any color.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I notice that when we go out west, the rocks out west, like the sandstone and stuff out there. In the middle of the day, they don't look like they're orange or whatever. But you get the light, either sunrise or sunset coming in, and they just light up. I mean, the colors are just absolutely incredible. It's really amazing how the light, just the angle of the sun makes such a huge difference. Yeah, this is cool. Okay, so here's the third one. So is
This is right at sunrise, but you can't see the sun because the hills are in the way.
okay? Because a cloud came in over here. Yeah. So this was in the middle between the other two, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's a neat series there to kind of show what the differences are in the light, essentially, because it's almost the same same perspective, same position, pretty much, and same.
It'd be neat to see them all together, like next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
See their progression.
Put all 3 of them together. Yeah.
I got there maybe 30 minutes before sunrise.
Okay.
Maybe it's about 30 minutes before sunrise, and there was one kid that was already there.
Wow.
And three other photographers got there the same time I did. And we were all setting up down near the end.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of have to put your camera over the railing
Oh, okay.
to straddle with the tripod.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Otherwise, the railing would be in your shot, kind of.
Okay.
And there's the one poor lady. She was, I guess, she had just gotten one of those filter kits for her. It looked like she had the Nikon 14 to 24.
Mm-hmm.
And she couldn't put it on in the dark, and the guy was trying to help her.
Oh.
And it was like, oh, we're getting our shots over here. What are you doing? Still fiddling around with that filter? And she was worried about straddling the fence with the camera, so she just took it off the tripod and was hand holding and had to wait till there was more light, and she was just shooting handheld at that point.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Missed all the good light because you couldn't take advantage of it with a longer exposure.
And she just could have bracketed it,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's
you can't square that thing away. You just gotta go with what you got.
Mm-hmm. Well, the moral of that story is if she just got the filter kit before, you got to practice with your new equipment before you go out and need to use it.
That's the other thing. Yep. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. And I've done that. I got this when I got the OMD last fall. I got it right before we went to Texas, so I wasn't as used to it as I should have been. And it did. I fumbled around with it a couple times and missed some shots because I didn't know how to do the settings and that type of stuff. So it's you want to new equipment, use it in a non-important situation, so you know how to use it when it is important. Practice.
Yeah, especially sunrise, sunset. Oh,
Yeah.
it's like water boiling until it's time to get there. Then it's like stuff moves so fast.
Yeah. Once it hits time to shoot, it's going. I mean, you don't have time to fiddle around. Basically, you better be set up and know what you want to do when it happens. Yeah. Yep. That's cool. Okay, so this is all right. So back. So that other shot, you were basically right here. No, there's the dead bushes right there. Huh? Yeah.
No, the dead bushes are around front actually.
Oh, okay.
The thing's surrounded by 4 buildings, so.
Okay, yeah, you were over there. Okay, other side.
Yeah.
This is neat. Once again, did you immediately convert this to black and white, or?
No, I posted the other one. The other one is all blue, mostly.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That was from, I think, last week or maybe 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
I posted the same image, and it was in blue.
Okay.
Mostly blue because the sun hadn't come up yet, so it was mainly blue hour.
Okay.
And
This one.
Yep.
There we go. Okay. Yep. No, I remember. Yeah. So lots of blue. Just we took it and made it black and white. Okay. Yeah.
So I did the same thing. Really worked it with black and white.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Dodged and burned different places.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Get the same effect I was wanted before.
Yeah, that's neat. I think I like the black and white better than the blue. I think.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
More drama. More drama in the clouds. No, it's interesting. I'm just to the point where it just seems like there's just some situations where immediately it just stands out the black and white. Other ones color. But yeah, it's something like this. I don't know whether there's lots of texture and that stuff up close. It just seems to me a lot of times black and white just draws that out for whatever reason. So yeah, this is great. Another fantastic image.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Another lighthouse. So this is.
It sounds like a theme here.
Yeah. Shed a little light on the situation, huh? Well, you've got lots to choose from, which is great.
Yes, some of them that you can't access if they're a lot of the Coast Guard run ones.
Okay.
Sometimes they won't let you on property. So
So are these just privately
yeah,
owned?
this is in an actual park, Lighthouse
Okay.
Point Park, so it's open to the public.
Okay.
And of course, Beaver State is Rhode Island State Park, so that's in a park.
Okay.
But there are quite a few in Connecticut. Actually, quite a few lighthouses in Connecticut, but a lot of them are either private on private property,
Mhm.
or the only access you have is if you have a kayak
Yeah. Okay.
or the Coast Guard, and sometimes they'll let you on, but only like certain times of the year.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it's neat. Yeah, I would imagine there's a lot of lighthouses along the coast, just because it's so rocky and jagged.
Yep.
So many different things. Well, what's cool about this, other than the lighthouse, is this right here. The color. I guess that's moss, right, from the rock, and it's getting hit by the sun, so it's kind of taking on almost like a luminescent or fluorescent quality to it.
Yep. This is actually a hard lighthouse to shoot because it's always side lit, either morning or night.
Okay.
And when it's high tide, you don't have a lot of shoreline to work with.
Okay.
So when it's lower tide, you do have a little something to work with.
Okay.
But when it's high tide, it's like a
Tide's way up here, so it's real tough.
yeah, it can get way up there, yeah, and then there's not a lot of stuff to put in your foreground.
Mm-hmm.
Or you have to get really close to the lighthouse, then it starts to look exaggerated.
Okay. So did you go out on this particular day because you knew that time of day, low tide, was
I was
good for
guessing on this one.
sunrise?
I was guessing on this one. I was going by what was going on in the sun in the sky at the time, and I just took a chance.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And since the parks, I don't have to pay now since it's off season.
Mm-hmm.
Because normally they charge like $20 to get into this place.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is like one of the more expensive ones. So
Wow.
you either wait till closing time
Mm-hmm.
or go in the off season.
Yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
Now, or can you get like a pass for multiple state parks or whatever?
You can, but I didn't get it this year, so
Yeah. That would be the way to do it. I mean, if you're going to be out, yeah, and if you can get into multiple places for one mega fee for the entire year, that's the way to do it. But yeah, sometimes off season there's less people, so
Yep. This place is always busy though because they do weddings here. So
oh, okay,
like behind, you can't see it, but there's a building behind that red barn or the red building, the control house. It's like a venue where they have the wedding events.
oh, okay,
So the other thing you have to fight with are the wedding photographers,
mm-hmm.
either doing the shoot at the event or they come here for those engagement shots.
Okay, yep, yeah. So,
And of course, they come in the good ones come in good light. So
mm-hmm. Yeah. The clouds in this are great too. Is this breezy that day?
yeah,
A little bit, yeah.
just a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah. I think you said last week it was like 20 miles an hour, 20, 30 mile an hour breezes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Sun, sea, earth, and oh, there he is. Yep, there's the guy.
I think that was the other person that was out there after the lady left. That was the fisherman. He was in and out of the scene.
Okay.
And he just had his head just poking up there a bit, so I just left him in.
Yeah. That's fine. It doesn't really take away from it. It's a great shot. Once again, the rocks are fantastic. The light on the rocks is great. Yeah. Do you guys have tidal pools with stuff in them there or not?
Oh, we do. Not bad. I don't think they're as active as you see on most either east or west coast because this is Long Island Sound. But yeah, we have stuff in there.
Okay. Yeah. That's the thing. It's great about the west coast is tidal pools are usually really, really active. There's a lot of stuff going on in them. Those are always fun. but yeah, this is great. The little leftover puddles of water from the last high tide reflecting the light. Yeah. I'm so jealous of you, Sim, being close to the ocean.
I was drawn to that one because the sunlight was just hitting the rocks. Just every little place where it touched, it was
It's just glowing. Yeah.
yeah.
Like this and right there. Yeah. And that lasts for not that long, only a few minutes probably. This is nice. I really like this one. The colors are great. Having this little bit of this dock or whatever it is up here.
Yep.
Going out. A little bit longer exposure. Yeah, a quarter of a second. So you get a little bit of blurring in the waves. No. Yeah, that's very nice. The colors are great.
It's been good. It's been a good week.
Yeah, you've yeah. Did you have the whole week off, or did you shoot most of the week?
Nope, I didn't have it off. I just went after work. Either before work or after work.
Mm-hmm.
For the Madison and the New Haven shots.
Okay.
And the other ones that I'm still working on.
Okay.
The Beaver Tail one was while I was off.
Okay. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, you just get up extra early.
Yeah.
Get some shooting in before you go into work. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you haven't spent a lot of time behind the camera in the last year or so. I know. So this has probably been like, so much fun to get back out.
It is.
Yeah.
Before the whole winter gets here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but then you'll get some great winter scenes.
Yeah. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
We got maybe one snowstorm last year.
Yeah, you didn't get any last year. It was 2 years ago that you guys had all that snow.
Yep. And then last year it was horrible, and every place you went, it was just looked dead. So
Yeah.
there was no snow to pretty it up.
Whereas 2 years ago, yeah, you had all that snow that stuck around, and it was fresh snow. It seemed like, and just we'll hopefully get a lot of snow this year. So this was actually just looked out our window and saw this deer walking through our backyard. So it's like, hey, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I think it's a 6 point. I think 1, 2, and 3. We were just kind of taking a trip through our backyard, kind of moving target, shot through the screen. It's just upstairs, so looking out, and I had to crop it quite a bit to get them to come out. But this is about the best out of about 5 or 6, just 5 or 6 shots. And there's this little pine tree here. He stopped that for a little bit and basically knocked it over with his antlers.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Do you have like a park or something that borders your property?
No, we just live in basically a forest. I mean, a forested area. So trees and our backyard it's all ivy and trees pretty much. We have a little strip of grass that runs right behind the house, and the rest of it is just woods basically. So this is around this way, just it's the backyard, and you go back over that way, and there's like woods that kind of cut into the next couple streets over, and you go just a little bit, maybe a mile away or so, and there's the Chattahoochee River is down there. So, and there's lots of thick, areas, wide open areas or closed in areas, but without any buildings or anything, just lots of trees and cover. So, we get a number of deer. We see fox every once in a while. Haven't seen that in a couple years, but lots of deer, coyote pop through every once in a while. Lots of squirrels, but yeah, deer. We had a couple years ago. We had a deer basically give birth in our backyard, and so that stayed there for a month and a half or whatever. Yeah. And it's nice because we've got a chain link fence around the back, so they're able to get up over the fence, but it protects them a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, from dogs and whatever. So, this was half an hour after sunrise maybe, which is when they're active. And then a couple shots from the car show. This is the guy in his Mini. I was interested about that. He's got the white shirt on with the white roof. So this guy, I don't know if this is even a mini. This is really small. This car is tiny.
It's like one of those clown cars.
Yeah. Little teeny tiny thing.
Original Mini.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's probably early 60s probably on this one.
The new ones are gigantic compared to those.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It's fun little cars. There were 5 or 6 of them there today, and various a couple that were in the process of being restored, so they were really rough. But the guy is working on it, and he brings it out, and as he gets money, he works on it and brings it out to kind of show the progress. And I hadn't seen this guy before, but the show is so big now. I mean, there's just so many cars. But you stand along the drive. This is like the mall. All these parking lots back over here are full of cars, and so this is the driveway coming in. So you'd always have people, everybody just stops and photographs all the cars that come in. A little parade of people coming into the thing. And then this was a Viper, which is in great shape. I think it was what year was it? Maybe a 2010 or something like that. But there were so many people around it, so I just shot.
Yeah, some details.
The engine through the hood vent.
That's cool. I like it.
Yeah, kind of came out interesting, but yeah. But there were so many people, and it's a great show. The cars, I spend more time just talking to the owners and talking cars and photographing most of the time because there's just so many people around. But it's kind of fun.
I haven't tried
I hadn't seen this car there before. I think this is the first. Well, I hadn't been to the show in a few months, but I think this is a Survivor. It is original unrestored, 1970.
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, and the orange, and he had a copy of the build sheet in the car with them signing off as they did each section going through it. So it's still you can see the vinyls coming off a little bit on the roof, but it's still really good shape, and it still drives fine. But he hasn't done anything to it. Just keep it clean and running. And it's 54,000 miles on it.
Wow.
Something like that. So, 45-year-old car, 46-year-old car. But those are always fun to see. I hadn't seen one of those I hadn't seen a Superbird at the show in a while, so it was kind of neat to see. And then we go back to the lighthouse. Okay, so this is that one that we did before from over here. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, this is nice. So you kind of came out and went onto these rocks out here, I guess. Yeah.
Yes.
Neat.
Hopped, skipped, and jumped over.
Yeah. Tempting fate.
I had my cleats on, so.
Okay. Yeah, that's a great shot. The water coming through there, and there's that rock, the glowing rock. Is that the same one that was in the other image?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a neat.
I like that. There's just a little bit of motion in the water, and it's nice.
Yep. What is it? What did I say? 3/10? Okay. Yep. Just enough. Catch a little bit of the water over here, and yeah. That's a great shot. Is that another lighthouse that way out there?
There is, yeah.
Okay.
There's like where the channel kind of narrows.
Okay.
And there's a smaller lighthouse there.
Lighthouses everywhere.
That one,
Landscape photographer's dream.
That one is usually it's washed out. I think when extreme low tide, it's low enough where you could probably walk out to that one.
Okay.
But
most of the time it's underwater.
Yeah.
Little section out there, yeah. Okay. Hey, you won't want to get caught out there.
Yeah, nobody's gonna come rescue you.
Yeah, that would not be good. Great shots. So you have how many more do you have to go? You have to go through here, Sim.
I think I have one more from this place.
Okay.
I went to a place in Milford for a crazy sunset.
Cool.
I have, ugh,
This.
I think I have about 6 or 7 keepers from that one.
Wow. Okay.
And then I went out this morning, early morning, had some fog action to a park I hadn't been to before.
Okay.
And I've got a really nice pano with some fall colors that actually still look good.
Mm-hmm.
And
Weekend of fall colors up there, I would think. Yeah.
yep, and then a few other ones I'm working on.
Mm-hmm.
So I might have a few keepers from that. So
Good.
Yeah.
Feel free to post.
Wow. It's super busy.
Yeah, that's you're making up for lost time a little bit.
Yeah.
Because you were doing a lot of shooting too, a year ago, last year, I guess, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then took most of this year off, last fall and into this year, and then kind of kept making up for lost time a little bit, which is great.
yeah, unfortunately,
Yeah, you've got life gets in the way sometimes. You got to just deal with it. But it's fantastic. You're in a great area. I mean, that landscape between the ocean and the hills and all that stuff is just great. So.
yep. And then there's a couple other states that have some interesting stuff that's not too far away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, and you're not that far from the city either, are you? You're like an hour and a half from Philadelphia, maybe? Did you say?
Well, if you drive, it's 3 hours, but if you take the train,
Okay.
2 hours, maybe
2 hours.
yeah, 2 hours with all the stops. Yeah,
You're closer to New York City, right?
yeah, closer to New York and Boston.
Okay. Yeah.
Flip a coin.
That's two great cities to go shoot in, especially if you like to do architecture or street photography, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Might be heading up your area next May. I'll keep you appraised. We got a nephew that's graduating from college up there in May of next year.
Cool.
So I'm thinking we might go to spend some time in the city up in that area. So,
Nice.
yeah, figure out it's gonna be like the last week of May, basically, like the
Yeah.
20th or something like that. So around the week before, it's the week before Memorial Day. So we're thinking maybe we'll go up for that and then spend that week between the 20th and and finish up on Memorial Day weekend or something up there. I think that would be fun. I haven't been to the city in like 10 years, and Pam hasn't been since she was like 6. So it's been quite a while. A lot of changes there. So I think it'd be a fun place to go. So I'll keep you up to date on that. It'd be fun. Great stuff. Fantastic images. You've more than made up for my lack of landscape photography and Wes's as well, and Joe. So just keep pumping out. We can.
Yeah, guys, gotta get out and shoot. Come on.
Yeah, we do. I thought I was going to get up into the mountains here for fall colors this year, and I just missed it.
Yeah.
So, how about you, Wes? Any shooting planned at all? No.
I'm going to try and get out. It's now that the weather's hopefully cooled off again. I'm going to try and start getting back out.
Yeah.
See what's going on?
Our little.
It got hot again there for like past couple of weeks. I don't know. We had some cool weather and then it just got hot again.
Yeah, I think we finally broken it here.
Yeah.
We kind of get into, and hopefully the weather's. We need rain, but it's nice not having it because it can actually get out and do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But usually this next month November's usually a really nice month here in Atlanta, so I'm hoping it stays nice, and I'll have some time at the end of the month, obviously around Thanksgiving and stuff, and maybe I can get out and do a little bit. So I'm hoping at least the street photography group seems to be doing a little bit more. I just need to hook up with them and get out and shoot.
They issued a dry warning for Connecticut, actually. That's how little rain we've gotten so far.
Yeah.
Waterfalls, we have quite a few waterfalls too, and most of them are
Drying up.
pathetic looking. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem here. Most of the fall waterfalls and stuff in the mountains up here have been dry the last couple months. We've had very little rain. We're now in a drought most of the state. we were good up until probably about June or July, and then it's just been really, really dry the second half of summer and into the fall. So,
Yep.
yeah, we need the rain. So hopefully, well, winter it can rain. It can rain in December and January. That's fine because we don't get any snow. So it's dark all the time. So it can rain during the day. So just so it stops by March, and we're good. If only we could control that. That would be great.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, good show, guys. Appreciate you showing up, Sim, posting all those fantastic images.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Good stuff. Are you getting much? Are you getting much action on your blog and website?
Probably not. just a little traffic, not a lot.
Okay, all right. Well, simulated.com, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, I need to. I stopped by there and checked it out earlier this week, and you've got a couple posts up there now and images. And are you still doing stuff through Fine Art, right? Fine Art America. Yeah. Are you still pretty happy with that, with their system and everything?
Oh yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
They actually, I ordered a piece for somebody just to see, it's good. Yeah, good quality.
The turnaround, the pricing seems pretty reasonable. I mean, it's competitive with everybody, I think.
Yeah.
And the quality's good.
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, I had a account with Zenfolio for a couple of years, more just for family and friends and that type of stuff. And I got rid of it because I'm like, I'm not going to pay whatever it was. It was $95 a year or something like that.
Right.
I'm just not using it that much. And I set up a Fine Art American. I've got a few images up there, but I just haven't done anything with it. I need to spend some time over the winter, I think, and go through, because there's a lot of images that I want to post up and make available and that type of thing. I just haven't got time to do it yet. So, but they charge for their pro plan or whatever. Fine Arts, it's only like $35 or something. I mean, it's pretty.
Yeah, it wasn't that much. Yeah.
Yeah, it allows you to post unlimited images and that type of thing. Yeah,
yep.
I think that's the way I'm going to go. And just right now I'm on the free plan. I guess you can do 10 images or something like that, which doesn't quite do it.
You have to narrow down your 10 best.
Yeah, and I've got 3 or 4 that are okay, but I haven't gone through and curated all the other images that I'd like to put out somewhere. So I need to do that. Pay my $30, which is a lot less than 100, and just populate it and tie it back into my blog somehow. So that's on my to-do list for the winter. So we'll see if I actually do it or not. Who knows? All right, guys, great show, fantastic. I'm looking forward to seeing some more of your images when you get done there. Sam, post them up, and maybe Wes and I
see you guys. Yeah.
Add to it. You guys have a good week.
You too.
Both too.
Yeah, it will. Hopefully, we'll see how election day goes. It'll be interesting. Have you guys pre-voted? Early voting done? You guys do that?
I'm gonna vote on election day.
I do too. I'm gonna take a walk down. I'm not gonna go early. I'm gonna go like mid to late morning, I think is what I'm gonna try to do.
Yeah, that's a good thing about working nights. I can just walk down there in the middle of the day.
Yeah. I'm gonna that'll be my midday break. I'll go there and do that. And hopefully avoid the crowds, but we'll see.
Yeah.
All right. Go election, and we can talk about it next week. See you guys. Have a good one.
All right.
Bye.
Later.